All right, welcome everybody to the RRR247 team and new student conference call. You're in the right place at the right time. We obviously, as you hear, we have a lot of momentum. We've been adding 10 to 20 brand new people to the family every single week for a while now, and now we just smashed that record. We have over 35 brand new people joining the team. That's a wonderful thing to see. And from myself and the other MSIs and our co-founders, welcome to the team, welcome to the family. We're going to share some great things with you tonight. I don't know exactly what all the announcements are going to be, but I guarantee you're going to want something to write on and write this down. If we cover something that doesn't make sense to you or you just haven't heard it yet, that's okay, because guess what? You're brand new. Your instructor is going to cover it over the next day or two with you anyway. There's a lot that's happening, and just keep taking notes, keep asking questions, plug into the system, be a good student. That's what I did, and guess what? I did it 33 years ago. I've been in this industry for 33 years. I've known the co-founders of this system that you're joining and you're looking into for 29, almost 30 years now. And it's been a fantastic relationship, a fantastic ride. We've had 3 decades of a very good life. We've marketed so many different products and services over the years, but we've never had it as good as we had it right now. And I'm telling you folks, 33 years ago, I was new. Looking at this like you're looking at it today for the first time, it opened up doors for me I didn't know were possible, because I became a good student and I kept my ears open, right? I always say God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. The more you use your ears, the more you're going to learn and realize what we have here, and what we have here is brilliance. When I met Rory, one of our co-founders 29 years ago, he was a young kid right out of high school that just had a passion to know people, learn people, and find out how he can be a part of their life and help with the business. He was a mass communication enthusiast. Mass communication was his forte, let's say, his expertise. But guess what? This was all happening back in 1992. I just called him up to see if to get a voicemail system that I heard everybody telling me about that would help me with the advertising I was doing all over the country and the mail order program I was doing back then. And he showed me a great system. It could take that volume, but he also showed me a system where I could, as I built a network of people around the country, I could put a message on that system and shoot it out to everybody all at the same time. Today, that doesn't seem like much at all, right? But this is 1992. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have all the technology we had today. But we had a young kid, had a lot of passion for the mass communication industry, and he was able to do it through the phone line. When the computers came out, and the internet exploded and became available to all of us in 93, 94. That's when Rory really found his niche. He left the phone company. He got online. He became one of the first gurus out there. Yeah, 3 decades ago, this guy was building lead generation companies to help entrepreneurs, not just nationwide now, but globally. And he became the top guru out there to building lead generation companies. And he's still the top guy out there in the lead generation arena, because he did everything right. He nurtured every relationship. And, quite frankly, no one could produce the quantity or quality of leads that he knew how to do. That was his expertise. But then he also got into building websites. So when he started building websites, we had many people offering to build websites for us. But the stuff that Rory was able to put together, they were getting better results than anybody else out there. So he became the website guru as well. And then a few years after, just maximizing all that stuff, he found a way to put it all together and learn how to teach other people how to do what he does. And that website went from a 1-page thing to a 2-page thing, and it kept evolving. And everything Rory had contact with, and every product and service that Rory knew was relevant to the marketplace and was going to help build good incomes, he added it to the system, and he kept doing that. He was always searching, he was always looking, he was always adding to it, and it kept on evolving until it turned into this thing that you guys are looking at today called PBS, or the Performance Blogging System. It's a performance blogging system because it's hundreds of pages in one site built in a blogging format to create content to make your site search engine friendly and your site get better traffic. He's a genius at what he does. And now he's put together a very complete system to teach other people how to do that. I'll let him tell a little bit more about what he does, but I know over the last 3 decades of working with him, we both have learned that there's a lot of friction points that hold people back from being as successful as they can. Together, him and his wife, Tanya, have found a way to get rid of all of them friction points, apply it to their system, take it to the world, and give you, the brand new person, let me pick one, Roxine, the last one I heard come in, every single brand new person can join today, get plugged into the system, become a student like I did, and just put forth the effort and follow the steps and do everything that your instructor is telling you to do. And if all of us can do it, you can do it too, especially me. If I can do it, anybody can do it, honestly, because I'm not a techie. You don't have to be a techie. You just need to know how to read, write, type, copy, paste, and follow directions. And that's what Rory and his wife, Tanya, bring to the table. So I told you I met him first 29 years ago. A few years after meeting him, I got to fly out to Utah and meet his lovely wife, Tanya, who is the other co-founder and the partner in this. And I realized right away why these two are doing so well and why they've become the power couple they are today. They complemented each other perfectly. I met this young lady raising 7 kids, running several businesses, and helping Rory get this whole thing put together. Helping organize all of his thoughts and everything that he knows how to do and put it into a format where a guy like me can come along and follow that technology and build a business. So those two are just big-hearted people with a lot of passion for what they do. And what they do is look for more people like you, every single one of you brand new people, that they can have a positive impact on your life, that they can pay it forward, all the blessings that God has given to them. Pay it forward to you and give you something that you can take to the world and pay it forward as well while you're building yourself an incredible business that is building legacy incomes and you can pass on to future generations after you. So if you're somebody who's looking for a way to have a positive impact on other people's lives and help us touch 10 million, 50 million, 100 million other families out there globally around the world as we expand, and we're expanding rapidly, while you're building yourself a great business, you are definitely in the right place at the right time. You have found your home. I want to be one of the first ones to welcome you with open arms to the family, to the team. This is something that's changed my life forever. And I wasn't a marketing expert when I got involved. I wasn't an advertising expert when I got involved. I didn't have a lot of sales background when I got involved. I just followed systems. And then I had good mentors in my life to teach me how to organize my business, run my business, and share that with other people. You can do that too. Get organized, get your tools all in place, follow the steps that we're putting in front of you, and you can achieve whatever it is that you came here to accomplish. I was that lucky guy, that dad who got to spend a lot of years with my kids, put them on the bus, take them off the bus, get involved in everything they did. And I did that because of this industry. All you dads out there, you know what that means, don't you? You know how what a blessing that is to come home. Instead of coming home just in time for supper or right after supper and giving them a kiss goodnight, I was involved in their lives. I was involved in their lives because of this industry. That's what it's done for me. It gave me the time freedom and the financial freedom to be the dad I wanted to be the mentor to my kids that I wanted to be, and to just be there all the time for them. Roy and I talk about that all the time. What we were able to do for our kids and our family and the life we were able to lead because of it is great. Money, it's just something that comes and goes in our life. Freedom, time freedom, that's a blessing. And that's what this industry can create for everybody. If it did it for me, it can do it for anybody. And now today, we have something better than anything I could have even dreamt about 30 years ago. 30 years ago, to think about what we're doing right now on a conference call, on Zoom, with all this web chat going on, and we're talking to people all over the country and some people in other countries. It wasn't even a dream that I had because I had no idea it existed. But we have it. We have incredible technology. We have an incredible system led by marketing experts and people who just love helping you. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. Plug in, be a good student. And it's my pleasure to introduce to all of the new people. I wanted you to know who you're getting into business with. And we're going to pull up one of our co-founders right now. He had a little cameo a second ago, so I know he's still here. And that's my brother, our mentor, our co-founder, Mr. Rory Rickard. Take the microphone, it's all yours. And 35 new people tonight, Rory.
No, it's awesome. There is a huge momentum happening, and we're going to be seeing even more because it's the longer we stick around and show people this is real, the more it's going to resonate, and that's what's happening. I'm going to I got a lot to cover today, so I'm going to do it in the following manner. We have huge updates. For all you new students, the Tuesday night calls are where we get to come on and update you on what's going on, and there's lots going on all the time. So it's impossible for us to call you individually. It's impossible for us to ripple it down, in fact. So these Tuesday nights are really for you. These are your business calls. This is your check-in on your business. And there's a lot that we get to do here to help you understand how to succeed in business. And there is a lot that we get to share with you. And we do them an hour at a time, 1 week, week by week. And then we have additional trainings to really focus on the areas you need. Now, the system itself is amazing and it works. It's a system, not a suggestion. The only reason why it can't work is if you quit or don't follow the processes in the system. There's other things that get in people's way, and we've been identifying those. And Niall brought up, I call it the friction points. And as I identify them, and as they're identified, there are things that we absolutely work to remove. So, there is no reason here for you to fail. There's only reasons for you to gain. If there's failure at any point, it's because you didn't raise your hand and say, I need help to understand something. So don't do that. You need to receive what we give you here. There is a lot of philanthropy, a lot of paid marketing provided for you that you need to take advantage of. Okay, and we're gonna drip on that on these calls. The more I realize it, we get some amazing, super nice people here, and you need to take care of yourselves. And when somebody's offering you help, you need to receive that help and do the most with it possible. And that's what I need you to do here. Now, some of us, mainly in the VIP section, we have these Vivo watches, this medical device that we're wearing that is turned on to mine cryptocurrency and things to get going. We are going to be troubleshooting that at the end of the first hour. So during our training time where we do Q&A on the PPS system, which is an employment system, and some other components are going on, we're going to be doing troubleshooting on the upgrades and the updates for the Vivo watch. If you're a brand new student, and like some of my personal students are in here, like James, you guys are welcome to come on to that to see what's going on. But these are things you're going to be learning as you advance through the process. There's just happened to be a lot of major updates hitting all at the same time. And this is something we've been waiting for. So our medical watches that we're supposed to be mining cryptocurrency, it's that time that we need to do an update. We need to make sure everybody's on the right apps on their Android or iOS phone, that they have the right software to communicate to allow the cryptocurrency mining to commence. We did a bunch of that on Saturday, but we need to do more and help troubleshoot some people, and that'll happen again in 39 minutes. Okay, so I'm not going to cover that with everybody else. I'm going to cover some other updates. There is two major things I need to bring up, and these are like business type meetings. I don't, sometimes I have a plan and an agenda and it gets changed because new things happen. Last Saturday, I did a marathon. Hundreds of you were on there. Some were on the entire time with me, which is incredible. There was over 200 that were on there the entire time, I believe. This is where I did a lot of creating pages and posts. We just hit a major change time. Time to time, we take things off that are no longer working, or offers that no longer are paying, or there's cleanup to do. And then we are constantly adding new. That came to a really big momentum shift on the pages. This is a big, big, big deal. And I want you guys to all understand it. Now, there's going to be, we're constantly adding students. We add new students every single day through this process. And we're having an amazing growth. Well, during this time last week, I believe it was Thursday of last week is when I made the change on the new systems that the students get. So you guys get a copy of my system that I make thousands of dollars with each and every week. And it just makes it easier for you to have a working, functioning, everything works navigationally. You just got to modify it and make it your own. Well, I literally removed 20 something pages from the template, which is going to save 6 to 8 hours of getting people set up going. And it's going to be enough to still get Google AdSense, and then you can add other pages. It's a momentum builder. It gets rid of a lot of the friction points for getting people up and going. You've got to modify the pages on your system. And now it's under 70. You have like under 70 pages to modify, of which 34 or whatever are your actual category pages, which is like a 2-for-1 deal. You modify one and copy it over to the other one. And I did it in that training, which is posted on YouTube. I think it's being released today and tomorrow. And there's a lot of you that have been here for a long time, and you have those old offers on there that need to be cleaned up. And that's something we don't do a lot. But there's a lot that are tied to the same thing. So Saturday, I'm going to be doing follow-up updates. That's how this works. We do training on Tuesday, but a lot of things we need more time to roll out and actually do the work. I like to do hands-on training. And so I will be doing that on the first hour Saturday, which is 8 o'clock Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 Central, 11 Eastern, the same web link here. I'm going to pick somebody based on some type of criteria, and I will help somebody that needs to get that removed and do that as a recording so everybody can see how to remove it and get on with some of the new stuff. So we will do cleanup on that this Saturday. And we'll make sure everybody's up to speed and get going through that. New students that came on Friday till and forward, you already have the latest, greatest. So I'm going to show you what it should look like. If it doesn't look like this, you better attend Saturday. We'll help clean it up. And I'm going to share my screen really quick. Okay, so if you go to homewithtanya.com, and this is for our standard students, VIP students, it's 1f16.com. Both very similar, but I made modifications on this. And like, for instance, if you go to Arts Entertainment, we used to have several items on there. Now we literally have two. There's my Google AdSense clicking through. We have two items only, and that's the minimum we want to have is 2. And I walked through this in full detail on Saturday, but I want you guys to go look at this. You go look at homewithtanya.com, and you'll notice like paid to chat, the TV, the performance giving network as it was. Those are all been removed. And I'm going to show everybody exactly what to clean up come Saturday. And when I say everybody, if you've been doing this for a long time, you've been here for years, and those pages are there, it's really okay to keep them. We just want to clean them up off the category pages, use them to get traffic. Some of you have got indexed with that, and until we replace it with something else, it's okay to have it come in, and then we can just have the links go to a page to contact you for more information type of a thing. I want to talk about that on Saturday. So don't start deleting stuff until Saturday, and let me walk you through the parameters. One of the biggest mistakes we can do, I'm going to have to stop the share, Home with Tanya, and again, 1f16.com. One of the biggest mistakes you can do is delete a page that we no longer have. You've already got indexed on it possibly. You've already got traffic coming from it. You don't want to delete it. You just want to clean it up. And that's something I'm going to take the time to explain on Saturday. And so I'll record it. We'll put it up like always. But this is a big monumental time. Now, all the new students coming in, if you come in since Thursday, if you're before Thursday, like say a week or 2 or even a month, and you haven't modified your system yet, or you've modified the posts, or you've modified a few pages, there's a way to back those up so you can copy them back over. And instead of spending hours to undo the work, I've authorized Matt, and this, you have to go through your instructors. You can put them in the tech board to have Matt put on the new version of Home with Tanya or the new version of 1f16.com for VIPs, to replace the old with the new if you haven't done a lot of work. Just know that it's going to refresh over it with everything I have new. You will lose everything you have. So if you've got pages that you've worked on, back them up the way we teach so that you can put them back on after we transfer it over. This is a very quick thing to do if you understand how to do it. And there's going to be 2 paths. One is you can remove this stuff. It works just as well, and it's good to learn. The other is you can just start fresh with a new thing. Students and instructors, normally this costs $25. I think he might charge more. It takes hours to do. I've authorized Matt to do it for free. I still pay him. We take care of Matt. He's an amazing CTO for us, but it will not cost anybody anything through midnight Hawaii time where Matt is. I'll say that Sunday night next week, this coming Sunday. It won't cost anybody any money to refresh. So if you're an older student and maybe you want to start all over for whatever reason, this is the time to get that done with the latest, greatest. I see some shaking of heads, don't do it. But I'm just saying, we're not going to look how old the systems are. Matt's just going to refresh them over, okay? The whole idea of what we've seen on removing friction is, I believe this is the minimum amount of pages for the way we've designed the performance blogging system to be, that you need to get modified, and then you're going to want to start adding more pages. We don't have every offer in there. We just have enough to get you to get Google AdSense and start posting ads, because once you start getting that money machine on, we don't see people quit on themselves, because it's a lot more believable. So I'll tell you this, and I'll state it out. Anybody that truly saw how this worked would get it set up as fast as possible, start promoting it, because it creates an incredible live stream of income when done right. You wouldn't want not to have it. It's just explaining it and getting people to do the actual setup work. That's the hardest part, because you're learning something. It's something you didn't know before. So it's going to be new and take longer to understand and learn. That's what it is. We get it done, it'll be amazing. Okay. That's the new update. We're going to cover the Viva Watch in 31 minutes for those that are that have that. Those that do not, you're welcome to stay on again, because I want to make sure you guys hear that. Okay. We have I've been thinking about it, and normally I talk to the instructors about it first, but we don't have an instructor call till next Monday. So there's two things on that. There's one of our MSIs coming in now. Here's the thing. We're a very solid community. We are very much in touch, and in some cases, we're closer with our students than our family members. There's things that happen in life. Life is happening all the time, right? And we are going to start instigating a new policy onto our database system. We're going to start asking for, obviously it's totally up to you, but an emergency contact. Mainly for two reasons. One, if something happens with you health-wise, or we don't hear from you for a while, we like to be able to find out that you're okay. But also, we know there's a contact person that has permission to call and access your details and information should something happen to you or befall you. And it doesn't happen a lot, but it happens enough that we got to put some protocols in place. We are building a legacy business. You can pass it down to your kids. We've got means and methods to do so, but it gets kind of sticky, and there's some legal things that we got to be done right, and we got to know who that is. And so we're going to start instigating that into our protocol as smooth as possible. Want to announce it now, but it's a really good idea for us to have that. Should something happen to us, accident or otherwise, and it's discovered, it'd be nice for us to know who to contact to align that up and get it in and hopefully know who the beneficiary should be of that of your business. We've had two situations where they had an income coming in and we didn't know who to hand it off to, and it's still in limbo, and we're waiting for everything to settle so we know. It's a situation we want to make right, and we want to make sure that it is properly thought of. It's something that no one really wants to put energy on. No one wants to think about what happens if an accident happens, but we're talking about income that we would rather have not wash away but go to someone in your family to benefit. So we're going to start instigating that so we know who the next who the emergency contact is for that purpose. I can tell you this: if something was to happen to me, I know I have everything pretty much laid out to where Tanya would be notified and everything be set up and the legal stuff would happen. But even if it was a little bit, I would want it to be left. You would want whatever legacy you could pass down to your kids to be passed down. So let's put that in place. That's kind of a big announcement. There's some other aspects that we're handling in the VIP platform. You're going to hear us talk about it. Had a great update call about this incidentally or coincidentally today. We've got some insurance products coming our way where we're going to get some incredible benefits because of our organization. We're going to be marketing them and tying them in. And I brought up some other things before. We're going to have a lot of benefits to what we do here. I mean, we're creating business incomes, and those need to be protected and structured properly. You don't know what you don't know, and having experts behind those things makes a big difference. So, in business, you need to have a really good banking relationship, usually a good account. We're going to be helping them with a lot of that stuff. As people start, making thousands of dollars a month, there's things and benefits to having a corporate structure that helps protect that. We're going to be helping on that with experts on the inside. I'm going to be bringing my team that I use for all my businesses to share with you guys. And that's all being set up. Just so you know, it's in the works, and something really big on that aspect is coming as we build things out. So, you definitely want to stay tuned. Now, more on the instructors. So you guys, we have a process. I like to recap it from time to time. You come into our program, you get set up with a PBS, you get set up with an incredible instructor, and we have some of the most just patient, giving, pay it forward people on the planet here. And that's how this works. It's literally set up and designed as a utopian community. We give a hand up to those that need it all the time. No one's left behind as long as you show up and you're willing to meet us at least halfway in your rescue. We're here to help you. Okay, as long as you show up, we're going to do that. And we're going to supply you with paid marketing and resources to build in all the manners that we build. That's who we are. That's who we will always be. All right. Now we've got a process to everything. And I'm just going to walk you guys through this so you understand it. And then I'm going to tell you where things are progressing on our instructor side. And even if you aren't an instructor, or maybe you don't intend to be an instructor, it's good for you to understand what's going into this, because that's who's going to be supporting you and the team you're part of. Hold on one second. All right. Sorry about that. Here's what I got. I'm going to go top to bottom. You come in, you get a PBS, you get, you talk to an instructor, they get to, make sure it's a good fit. We have a process for that. It's called the build relationship and trust. We want to make sure we're working with the right type of people. And it's kind of an interview process you guys went through as you felt it. And the right people stick here. This has, and then we get you going into what we call the flow. There's session 1, session 2, session 3, and session 4. And they're deployed by your instructor based on the speed you can comprehend it and understand it. And it's done in a complete process. Process number 1, we want to make sure you read my book before we get you started, because that gives you the lingo, the verbiage, and understanding of all the different marketing angles that are effectively working to make this work. It's a system. How does the system work? What makes the system work? That book is your user manual for that. I highly recommend you read it a couple different times. Get the audiobook and listen to it, right? Learn that stuff. That's me. That was the best tool I could give you guys to share with you how this all works. Then you go through what's called session 1. Session 1, you're going to understand the relationship you have with your instructor. They're going to let you understand that this program is built the way we wanted to build. You're not paying them to train you. We make money when you make money, or we waste time together. It's a win-win or a lose-lose. It's the way Tanya and I wanted this to be. They're going to explain how things operate. They're going to explain some of the basics of your PBS to get going. And they're going to recap the Keystone video as far as the marketing house, premise of marketing, and the shopping mall premise of marketing. And you guys have all done this, but I want you guys to understand the flow. Then you get to see our number 1 anchor offer, which is Wine Ambassador. And you guys understand why it works the way it does, the draw and the relevance that it has. It's powerful. Then you get the homework to get you ready for session 2. That's going to get you all the knowledge you need to know about the circular marketing and understanding the way this works. It's not about the straight marketing we do. It's indirect marketing. It's all the components of marketing that I teach in the book and how it works in this incredible PBS. It looks simple, clean. It's a content site, but there's all sorts of inner workings, cell psychologies, and everything that are developed in there that works the way that people buy it. We don't change their buying habits. We go with their buying habits to present things and let them discover these incredible things that we have in our categories. Then you're ready. You've got the knowledge and understanding. Usually people are pretty excited. They've lost a lot of sleep because they start realizing this is real. Oh my gosh, this is thought out. And And then we get you set up with anchor offer number 2. It takes 2 anchors to really build this right. We want different clientele being attracted in traffic-wise. No traffic, we don't make money, folks. So we got to bring traffic in. The shopping mall premise of marketing states, for a shopping mall to be operative, it needs 2 big stores. We have 2 major anchors. Same thing, same concept, only derivative online. We're going to be marketing those, posting ads, building things up. You're going to be modifying those pages first. And then you're going to start working on what we call the kiosk offers, just like in a mall. These are the offers that are in step 2. Now, I want every instructor to be put on notice that I just updated that. There are things that aren't working right now. We took off. Excel trip, some of us are still marketing it. We've got some some ground on there. But new students, we're not going to put that on there. I'm not sure where the future of that's going to be. So Excel trip's been removed. Euphoria is still going on. We know that there's been some interesting things with that, but the hotel program works. It's accumulating. There's some great things on the horizon for that. But right now, all we use Euphoria for is the travel program for hotels. That's it at the moment. I used it just yesterday. I use it all the time. And that's something that we market. I'm getting new signups on that for my marketing all the time too. So Euphoria. And then we have all of these incredible offers that are in what's called Cash Network Direct. And so you're going to get a link from that, but you're going to sign up with your instructor on that. And you're going to get your pages modified. And we're constantly looking for the right things to add to Cash Network Direct. But we've also got some massive directions we're able to do. And so I wanted to announce that today. I hope everybody's ready for this. I tell you guys all the time, there's new things coming. Just wait, and then there's new things that come. Like I tell it to you, that it's not even hype. I've been working on some incredible things with our Grapevine marketing system, and things are rolling out with that. You guys will be seeing that. So just keep adding your leads in there from the V marketing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that comes in session 3. All right, let me back up a second. I'm so excited to say this. I jumped ahead. So apologize, and I'll come back to it. So session 1, we cover that. Session 2, we get you into the anchor offer 2, which is Bella Vita. And we get you up with all the different kiosk offers in step 2. And we're going to get you modifying your pages. We also introduce you to a program called the IBO program, or Independent Business Office program. This sounds too good to be true for a lot of people, and people sometimes just brush it aside. I'm going to stress, this is one of the most amazing gifts I could give anybody. And again, the law of marketing, nothing sells itself. It's the freest money you're ever going to see in your life. It costs nothing. It is a win-win scenario. There's a video on it on the bottom of this of step 1, and it explains the whole process. Anybody that qualifies for that should do it. Okay, and I mean that. I put my family members in it before I could offer it to everybody. It is so awesome, and it's creating a lot more opportunities and other programs and directions that we get to go and have fun with. But this IBO program costs you nothing and pays $750 a month for a guaranteed 6 months. There are students here that have been receiving that for over 3 years. Some have got it for a year, 2 years, 18 months. We have ways to bring it back up after we wind it down properly. I tell everybody, don't go buy a house on it. Don't go buy a car on it. Use it to pay down debt. Use it to fund your business that you need. Use it to get into the anchors. It's meant to be a bridge to allow you to work with us for 6 months and make that money or even more happen. That's the potential. Okay, that allowed me to help a lot of people that normally wouldn't be able to build in this because they're too upside down. Yes, there's qualifications. All right, there's some that are just, we're dealing with banking and merchant processing. You have to be over the age of 24, under 70. It's not written anywhere, but they want it. It's a bank thing, and they have the right to turn, to back up whatever they want. You have to have a credit score of 620 or better. If you're right around 620, you might want to run it to see where you're at, because a lot of people think they're like at 618, not quite there, and they find out they're at 630. Get going. So, and if you think you're close to 620, to start the process, we'll find out. And if you're not, and you do things to get that back up, we can get you going. It's not like it's not a strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. If it's ready, it's ready. We've had students get their credit fixed over a year and do this. It's okay. This opportunity is not going away. We've secured it. It's a big win-win. No bankruptcies, and if you've been discharged from a bankruptcy, that means it doesn't exist on your record anymore. That means no bankruptcies. But if you're involved in a bankruptcy, that's a problem until you get out of that. No felonies, that's a hard line. Banks don't want to work with a felon. It's just what it is. And even if it was from like if it's on your report that way, that's it. That could go down a whole nother tangent. The other thing is you got to be a tax filing citizen. So if you're not filing your taxes, the bank's going to not work with you. They got to comply with things as well. That's pretty much it. And if you qualify, you get the stuff work. We have direct access. Your instructor knows exactly what to do. We have one of our main attorneys that does this nonstop. That's James, Frankowiak, Jim Fran for short, and we get you attached to him on Skype. You have our attorney that's there to back up getting that set up. If you have questions or anything, it's a very clean, legit program. But because no one's used to having money just given to them without anything, there is something you're providing, and you're a partnership in a business entity that allows us to solve a problem of merchanting. And I have a complete video that walks you through exactly what it is. That's it. It's as good as it is. As great as it sounds, that's what it is. All right. It's awesome when a student gets going and they get their first check. It's almost like they don't believe it's going to cash, and then it cashes, and then they get the second one, and it's like, oh my God, is this real? It's saved marriages. It's saved homes. We've had people block foreclosures because they're able to bring that money in now. It takes a month or two to get going. Use it. Even if you don't think you use it, I want you to participate in it, receive it, because then you can use that money to help build the business more. You have it coming in to pay down bills. You have it to fund the events, whatever it is, it can help build your business. So if you're here just because it's a hobby, I know we have several of those. If you qualify for that, you should get it. There's no downside to it. And you can definitely use it to invest in cryptocurrency or whatever you wanted to do with it. That's fine. Okay. That's session 2. Session 3 was we get you involved in V marketing. That's where we literally we start training you and investing in you to train you even more to work with paid marketing, to grow other legs of marketing that builds our teams, which allows us to leverage and make money in other ways. We make money off of our own system. We also get to make money off the leverage of the team. We make money by actions, not hours. And we use technology and teamwork and organization to create more and more actions. And this allows you to start participating in that from a small level to a big level. Session 4 is where you learn about our instructor program and how you can help pay it forward to more people sooner, faster, better, to help us grow the vision of our reach to millions and millions of people in this. That's what session 4 is about. Not everybody's going to want to do that, and that's fine, but being aware of it is key, because then you understand how things run. Okay, session 4 in instructors, we have several people that are here that are an instructor in training, or you're learning how to be. You're taking the steps that direction. I'm gonna let you guys know what's happening in the next 4 weeks. So we do an instructor's call every Monday, right after the wine ambassador opportunity call, which is at 6 o'clock Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. It's 30 minutes long, and then we get on the RRR247 calls.com Zoom. And we have a verification process. You have to have a signed NDA as an instructor, and you come in and we give you, updates of what's going on for the week, updates of things that are happening. It's another business call, but a partner call with instructors that are helping us train our students that are coming in. That's where Tanya and I are just so appreciative that you're sharing the vision and helping us pay this forward and share with the world. We touch base there. Well, we've been seeing some friction points where we have a lot of individuals that came into this program to better their lives and help, and they like to pay it forward thing, but you don't have all the necessary business training and communication training to be a really good team member. And so we're bringing that training in now. We've located some incredible training, and we're going to start teaching that to the instructors, how to communicate better, how to work with their teams better. This is education that big corporations do to become better machines as well. We're bringing that to our instructors and getting that going. And it's going to be a 4-week initial course. It starts Monday. It goes that Monday, the next Monday, the next Monday, the next Monday. We are recording it and putting it into our VIP platform. And this is going to be preempting what's going to happen in September. But I'm telling everybody this right now because it's Tuesday. And I'm giving everybody permission to flood their instructors if they think they want to become an instructor, to get that process going, because this training is absolutely priceless. It'll help you be a better person, not just in business, but in all type of relationships. And this is that top end stuff that people develop into to become better people. What we do The products are all secondary. We're a big distribution system for products and services and information. We're marketers, but we're only as good as we are as people. It's a people business. And the more you understand people, the more you understand how to write to people and do the marketing in copy form, as well as, written, as well as verbal, the more you can represent yourself as a marketer. And it's a big difference in success. It's also a friction point we're working to fix. You guys, this is incredible training. And I'm going to tell you, once you start seeing how it works and be able to dive in, you're going to be blown away. And Monday, when it starts happening, we're going to have people start getting involved in this. We're going to be doing this training. There's going to be a little bit of reverse training. We're going to be catching people up, and then it's a lot. Okay, we're going to be rolling this out there, but it's going to help everybody be successful. I'm sure there's a lot of people here, and you don't have the right tools to be the best you in business, and you come here and you want to learn, and the more you start learning, the more you feel like you don't know. Well, that's not okay. We need to fix that. That's a friction point. And if we know, we can help teach it, because you can teach what you know. You can't teach what you don't know. That's where you got to find other mentors or people to come teach that. And we're doing a combination of both. So we have an amazing trainer that'll be teaching our instructors on Mondays for the next 4 weeks. And so if you're on the fence thinking about becoming an instructor, hopefully that will entice you, just because that training is going to be made available. You're not paying for it, but Tanya and I are investing in that so that you can take advantage of it. And it's going to start next Monday, and we're going to be, getting you involved in many things. And I'm going to be rolling out something on the VIP platform that will tie into that. So that starts next Monday. Now, that's going to lead me to the other topic of our live events. Okay, it's July. All right. We have 2 events coming up. We have the Labor Day Harvest event, which is a 1-day event this year. In Napa Valley in California, in Napa, California, in our own vineyards, and it's for Grand Crus only. Grand Crus and a +1. It's going to be a pretty intimate 100, 200 of us, whatever is going to be there. It's an incredible time. Celebration. We're going to be rolling out the wine label winner and enjoying that wine with a perfectly select pairing of food. Like, we're going to have an amazing meal catered by some incredible chefs that we used last year. They're amazing. They're doing it again this year. But the food is absolutely selected to pair with the wine we're releasing there. It's an event that you would see like in a Hollywood movie. Only we get to do it every year. And then we have our September 22nd to the 26th. Write that down. September 22nd to the 26th in Dallas, Texas. It's the Bella Vita Accelerate event, which is Friday and Saturday, and then all day Sunday is RRR247. During that, we have a lot of things going on in the training, including an amazing immersion training in this way to communicate that's going to be stacked onto this, but anybody that's going to be there Sunday is going to really benefit. You're going to be given some amazing tools, physical tools that you can actually fill to help be part of the communication success at that event. All right. And that's us investing into you and getting you sorted with a whole wide scope of how you can become a better person, to communicate better, and learn how to write better so that you can conform better with Google search and everything. We're going to pour into these areas that are going to make better decisions when we write. And I'm probably giving up. There's a lot more coming there. We got some experts in different fields. It's going to be a place where we're going to take that and impact that. And it'll empower you to make a lot more progress in everything in your future. So that's our office time. We get to hang out, we get to talk, we get to commence, we get to break bread. We're going to have a big event that Friday. So meals are provided for lunch Friday and Saturday. Friday night, we're having IBO sponsored dinner party that Tanya and I are funding with them. For those that are there, we'll give you guys the updates information on that. That's a RRR247 only event. I'm still working out to get wine there of our own so we can enjoy that. Right now I'm having some friction, but we'll get smart. Saturday is amazing training. We have a gala dinner, which is guys, we get to wear tuxes or nice suits. And the women get to wear these incredible gala dresses, and it's awesome. And it helps set the bar and the taste. And that's something we look forward to on a yearly basis. And then Sunday we go to work. It's RRR247, massive training to build you guys up. You're going to gain so much from that trip. So I'm going to stress this like I always do, and I'm going to like look at everybody straight on, right? Get to Dallas. If you have to choose between if you can't do both, that's fine. If you have to choose between the two, choose Dallas. It's just way more days of events and training, and get there. And I'm going to tell you this again, get to Dallas. Every one of our students should be there. The momentum you're going to gain and be able to grow from once you're there is going to impact everything. Okay. I got 7 minutes, then we're going to go to the Vivo and troubleshooting hour. I have an update. I have an update on. Okay, I'll do it this way. We have new offers coming. We always do. This is what I wanted to say. So I wanted to update you guys, and I stopped. This is where I stopped. I'm coming back to it. So those that I left hanging, I'm gonna finish that. Let me tell you what we have, guys. So way back when, and it feels like yesterday, but it's been years now, we used to utilize a lot of affiliate programs and we'd make small commissions, and now we control it ourselves. We make a lot more money because we got rid of the middleman. Well, we've got platforms that we control. So we got Cash Network Direct, which is really good for a lot of offers that we are going to get paid a straight commission on. It's something that allows us to do the affiliate marketing, and we control that, right? We control that. And instead of getting like 2, 3, 4, 5%, we're making 10+%. We get rid of the middleman, and that just means more money for us as the people doing the work. That was a big milestone for us. Then we got this grapevine system and the wine ambassador compensation structure that we control, and that is, I mean, it's totally tied to what we do. It was built on purpose. So tomorrow, for instance, I'm meeting with our attorneys and a new vendor relationship and isolating things down. And the right thing could be added to expand what we do inside Wine Ambassador, where we don't need to spend more money to be part of it. So I'll get that out of the way. But it allows us to expand on what we're already doing and to increase the potential of that program. What I'm going to get to is this, and you can write this down. We have the technology to work with any packaging, program, product, service to market and get tracking and paid for. We are so versatile in our setup that we can take on abstract things. We got the technology to allow that to happen. I'm going to put it in a perspective for you. Everybody here, pretty much everybody here understands what DoorDash is, right? Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates. I know there's a couple other ones. Those exist not because of the problem they solve, but because the technology is around to allow that to work. The different systems that the restaurants use, the merchant processing and everything, they're able to connect them. It's a technology piece that allows that to work. Without that technology piece, there's no way to track, pay, facilitate it. Same with Uber, same with Lyft. Technology made that happen, okay? And a lot of that technology is transactional or, spreadsheet based. We're going to see more and more things move to the blockchain that's going to provide the means for more accurate tracking, more accurate accounting, and facilitating a lot more services like that. That same type of process is, as far as having the technology to track, we have everything we need to market anything and everything within the umbrella of RRR247. So when I go meet with some of these products and services where there's things that we can market, but there's no way to track to get paid, now we have ways to control that. And being very open on accessing whatever the right direction is means a lot more opportunity for us. So when I say there's a lot more things coming, and I wanted to clean up what we had there to make room for that, that's why I did all that. I'm not kidding. There's more things coming. I just want you guys to know what you're part of. You're our partners, and I want you to understand, hey, we have this. And it means that we can facilitate some amazing things that couldn't have been done before because we have the technology to do so. Congratulations, we're in a great place. I like to say this, we're in the right place at the right time all the time because we're set up for it. Okay. I'm going to end tonight's training on that. Remember, Saturday, the first hour, I'm going to be showing you guys how to modify your sites and get things going. If you're a new student, haven't done a lot of modification and you want to just refresh over with a brand new one to save the work, let your instructor know. Matt is turning those around really fast, guys. We wrote a program to allow him to do that. It only works on this one time. So instead of taking hours, it takes him like 30 minutes a piece to do it all. And that's still pretty expensive on timing for his labor. But I want you guys to know I'm dedicated to making that move happen, to make things smoother for everybody as we need to. You know, those students that came in on Wednesday before I made this transition, it's just a timing thing. We'll make it right. And it's not going to cost you anything. It'll be undone. But those that learn on Saturday on how to remove things, you're going to learn a very valuable lesson on how to do things right. And if you're here for years, which you should be, it's not uncommon for us to remove something that's not working. If they owe us money, we just got to either remove them or replace them with somebody else. We got to protect our business. So let me just leave this note before we go to the other side. We got to do amazing things here. I think you guys are really going to benefit from seeing a bigger vision of what we are, and that'll happen definitely at the Dallas meetings. I'm going to just cover that really quick. It's July. The Dallas meetings is the end of September. It seems like it's going to be tomorrow. Like for me, that's like tomorrow, and I'm so excited to see everybody. So I almost wish it was tomorrow. Airfares are still relatively affordable to go to Dallas. Get your ticket. You can get your ticket from your back office of Bella Vita. If you're not in Bella Vita yet, you're a brand new student, know what I'm talking about, your instructor will get you there as part of session 2. And if you're going to be getting a ticket and you know, you've got to weigh out your budget, get your airline ticket now, but get your ticket before the end of the month, before the price goes up. If you're not yet in Bella Vita, once you sign up in Bella Vita, you have 30 days to get the ticket at the lowest price possible. There are still people that are looking for roommates for hotel rooms to share the costs. There's a lot of activities and things going on. I will let you guys know that Tanya and I are directly pushing every MSI, every PSI, every GSI, and every instructor to get as many students there as possible. The reason being is if you show up to one of these events, your life will change. Your mindset will change. It's impossible for you not to grow and gain. There's too much energy there not to make you see it in a bigger way. And sometimes that's exactly what you need to believe in yourself to get things to go. So we're going to stress to get there, and we're going to do them every year. Every year. You know, we've got the wine event every Labor Day. We have in the fall, September, October, we've got the Accelerate event every year, and that's a combination Bella Vita, RRR247 event. We have other events and leadership events in the first part of the year. There's 4 a year, and then there's bigger things, and we cover all that. These are our office times. This is our in-office shared time together to really focus on the growth and the directions on things. Okay, so that being said, I'm at the top of the hour. God bless. See you guys on Wine Wednesday tomorrow. See you on the trainings on Saturday. And I'm going to stop the recording now for those that get the replay, and we're going to go to the PPPS hour, and we're going to go over the Vivo Watch and troubleshooting.